Most traders actually think they will become rich in few months trading the forex market. Guys, let's talk about the real timeline to profitability, what it takes to get there, and how to shorten the timeline. Hello traders, welcome to Right Way Traders. So if you are new to this channel, this is where we'll talk about the reality of forex trading. We'll bring to you what happens to you as a forex trader in real life, what you're going to see, what you're going to be encountering. Ironically, this is what people don't talk about out there. So in this channel, what you have to do is to subscribe because we're bringing the reality to you. And in today's video, we want to talk about how long it actually takes to be profitable in the forex market. This is one of the questions that is being asked by new traders, especially when they want to go into forex trading to start learning. They start anticipating, but how long is it going to take before I start get there, before I become like my mentor, before I can buy that car from my trading money? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you the truth on this. By the end of this video, I will give you hints on how to shorten the time and learn faster, or the process into making it faster in forex trading. So most traders, when they come into the market, this is what they believe. They believe that in few months they'll start making it with their holy grail strategy. But ironically, they see different things when they are trading. They notice that it's taking time to make money. Instead, they are even losing. The reason is that they came in with the wrong mindset. First of all, I kept saying this and I'm going to say it again. Forex is not for everybody, it's not for everyone. Forex is only for the very few who have been able to master the skill, because it's more like a profession. It should be an institution for traders so that you can pass through that institution, acquire your certificate before you dive into trading a live account. But in this case, it is not like that. Anybody can just go in there and start trading real money because it is open. It is not being regulated when it comes to the educational aspect of it. So they believe one good strategy is going to solve all their problem and is going to give them the money they want. But the reality is this: trading is not for everyone, just like I've been saying. It is for the only few who have acquired the skill, maintain their discipline, and master their emotions. These people that are trading for profits, they are very, very few. And everybody must not trade. You must have other things to do that gives you money. So trading is just one aspect of it. Trading is not all about the technical analysis, which is your strategy. People focus 90% of their time on the technical analysis, which is normally supposed to be like 10% of your trading system. So trading also involves psychology, risk management, and being consistent in repeating your plans regardless of what you're seeing in the market. Because in this market, you are competing with banks, algorithms, experienced traders that are on the other side of your trade, that are more experienced than you. So you will likely lose your money if you don't have the skill for this market, which is why it's important to follow these stages that I'm going to be listing here. It's important to follow these stages in your learning process into profitability. Let's dive into the stages. Number one stage is the stage where you're learning. As a newbie, as a new trader, this stage or this phase usually takes 3 to 6 months, where you learn about the market, the industry, how everything works, how to use your broker, how to fund your money, how the candlesticks and the charts, everything, how it works, the fundamental analysis. Then on this stage, this is where you design or you pick strategy to use. At this stage, this is the information overload stage. So you are more likely to pick so many informations. You just be scattered here and there, disorganized. But one mistake that traders make is jumping from strategy to strategy, thereby extending their time limit to profitability. So because they don't know which strategy to trust, which one to believe. So they jump from one to one. It is important to stick to one and refine it to your taste, especially if that strategy is a strategy that you can follow. So like I said, this learning phase usually takes 3 to 6 months to learn about what you're supposed to learn in the industry. Unless you are following the wrong person, within this time you're supposed to learn or acquire the skill that you need. The next stage is the testing and refinement stage. So this stage usually takes 6 to 12 months to test your strategy, backtest it to gain confidence, learning the market conditions that works with your strategy. At this stage, this is where most traders quit because they found out their results is becoming inconsistent. This is because they are just here and they're trying to organize themselves. This usually takes 6 to 12 months after you've learned the fundamentals of Forex trading. Okay. Stage 3, which happens to be the last stage to profitability, is consistency and scaling. Now, this stage usually takes years, sometimes at least 1 year, to be able to, since you've learned the system, you've organized your system, you now have a trading system. Within 1 year, you should be able to trade that system to see the outcome of it on a live account. Now, in this stage, you are building trust in your method through hundreds of trades, and you've gone through several market conditions. You are now strong enough to understand what you are doing in this market. This is where you find out that yes, this is actually profitable, because I now have learned the system, I now have a trading system, I have not traded it for more than a year at least. I have a profitable result to show, to prove for this. This is where you now scale up your capital. If you don't have capital, there are ways to gain capitals from trusted investors or clients. So at this stage now, this is where you can call yourself a profitable trader, because you have a track record and you have evidence to show for it, and you've put in the work. Why it takes years for most traders to succeed? Because you need enough trading experience in the market. You need to pass through different market conditions. You need to go through losing streak, winning streak, and still be able to stick to your plan. So most people really underestimate the psychology battle in trading. They only focus on technical analysis and strategy. Learning to trade without fear and greed actually takes time. So, back to the hint, how to shorten this timeline. If you watch to this extent, you are getting this hint for free. How to shorten the timeline, you have to focus and master your strategy. Pick a strategy that you know that you can be able to trade with, that you know is simple to understand. Especially your strategy have to be very simple. People do complicate things. Your strategy need to be simple. Backtest it through the chart to see how profitable it is. Now, if you are backtesting your strategy, it gives you confidence to know how your strategy performed in the market years back. So you know what to expect in future. Forward test your strategy with a demo account for months, for like 3 months. Then you forward test it also with a live account. Reason being that trading with a live account, especially with the money that you can afford to lose, okay? Trading with a live account, for the first stage you are forward testing it, so that you can experience those emotions of losing or winning, those euphoria of winning, the emotions of losing also. Keep your risks very low, because this, within the first 2 years of your trading practice and the rest, you have to survive in the market, okay? Don't quit your job. Make sure you're still doing your job. Keep your risks very low. The first 2 years, you're using it to learn how to face this market. People do go to higher institutions for 5 years to learn skill that they will use in working for people. But forex trading, people want to make it too quickly, too soon, in months. It doesn't work like that. You need time. So bring your risks low to avoid regretting any move up, because this is your learning stage. You'll be making a lot of mistakes. So losing very little money, making mistake won't amount to anything, but it helps you gain experience. The last one, journal every of your trade. This will help you find your strengths and weakness. It help you goes back and check what happened, why it took the trade, and the rest. We'll teach you about journaling further. There will be a video on journaling, how to journal your trade, because it really helps in trading to find your strength and weakness and refine your system into becoming your best friend. So you should know this: becoming profitable doesn't just happen overnight. It's not about how quick you get rich, but how long you can stay in this game. The traders who make it are the ones who refuse to quit. Guys, if you want something like this, the real truth in forex trading reality, subscribe to this channel. This is what to do here. We are in a mission to bring the reality to traders who are willing to learn the right way.